We out here. What's good? We back.
How you do it?
We
Hi. I can't do that Mexican cry shit.
Oh, dude,
that
neither am I.
Lucha Libre.
Hey,
You
but
might.
hey, man, we back. Welcome to the MMA SmokeOut. We brought on back the most Mexican dude I know.
Hey, for
Hey,
UFC Noche. Una noche. A moment to be by your side. Hey, it's a Latino night. I think this is the revenge of the Mexicans. Like from last time, they were at T-Mobile Arena. Mexicans were down bad,
oh
but
yeah,
this time,
only one dude won. And fun fact, me and Davy Jones were actually there live, and we're gonna be live at this one too, baby. Let's
let's
go.
go. We're getting there.
Man,
Can't miss it. It's gonna be a great event. And I think, like I said, I'm foreshadowing a bit, but I think there's going to be some Mexican revenge on Mexican Independence Day.
El
So,
grito.
yeah, man. But let's just recap real quick. And everyone, at this point, this is the time I think we should just make a tradition. Like, and it was Hype Killer's idea. He said, why not just be inclusive where everyone has time to smoke up? So let's smoke up. But so you can prepare for the show here. But yeah, man,
Recap?
last weekend, the recap, yeah, of UFC pay-per-view 293 Australia. Man, it was ugly for me. Nesto kind of carried it for this week. He finished 2-2. The parlay killed it, plus 5.35 units. He got Manel Cape, who was a big favorite, pulled it out on a close fight, dope-ass fight. Then we got the parlay of Malarkey. We got Pedro, what's his name? Oh, Tyson Pedro, and Chepe Mariscal. And that was like a plus 635 parlay. Smack that. And then the two losses were the Tai Tuivasa, which we were hoping for.
We went
and
on
then,
our shield for him.
that shit was sad.
And then the big long shot parlay, it was like a plus 1,300 parlay with Izzy and Tui being the losers in that one. But it was okay because I went 0-4 minus 4.3 units. I had the Tuivasa KO fail. I got Adesanya KO fail. Whoa. And I had Austin Lane. He got knocked out real fast after he danced around for a quick second. And then I had my greasy ass parlay with Cape and Nasrat, but then Adesanya is the one that.
Man, let's get to that. Let's get straight to that, bro.
For the record, I picked Strickland. I just had it wrong.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I remember.
I
I
see,
seen you
bro.
pick them. That was crazy, bro. Like, what the? I gave Strickland no chance, bro. Like, at the end, I
Yeah.
was like, nah, he ain't got no chance. Like, man, and that shit backfired. Izzy just like, I don't know. Was it after he got cracked? You think Izzy looked like shit, or was it like? Because before that, I feel
Third
like
round.
Izzy was doing his thing.
Third round was when Sean really took over because you could make an argument Sean went 5-0, but
Yeah, he won all. He won
You
all
gotta give him
5,
that
and then the
second
first
round.
round could have been a 10-8 because he almost finished.
It's true.
Yeah, you
What
can
made
argue
me-
definitely it's 5-0.
Yeah, where I settled on Sean, like I'm a fan of Sean. We know what Izzy's gonna do, but I was in a stream with our boy Max, and somebody asked him that, and he knew where I was, but then the thing he said was, how is Izzy gonna respond to this pressure? No, if Sean can fight the way Sean's been fighting with that pressure, how is Izzy gonna respond? And even I followed up with him last night about it. I just said, like, I don't think he's ever had a fight or get in his face like that and back off. Like just stay on him. Like usually they'll back off after a while. Sean was on him every time. Just no distance. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
But also they're saying what's his name like didn't look like himself. Like I don't know. There's no excuses. He didn't give no excuses. But
Yeah.
who wins the rematch or should?
Well,
they
he
do
didn't
the
say
rematch?
nothing.
Yeah, he posted some shit. He posted some stuff, but he didn't talk about the fight.
And
Yeah,
he didn't
posted
do the
himself
interview
chilling with
after.
family. Like all he said, he came out for the press conference. He was out there for like 60 seconds. He's like, I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna go be with my family and friends, people who care about me. And then he let his coach do a press conference. And then he posted he just been posting like him like driving like Ferraris and like just chilling like he's hurting
retiring?
like he's a big ass. No, he's not gonna retire. He's too much of a fighter. But I don't know. Like the great ones have off nights. We don't know. Like it's all about now. It's like what happens in the rematch if they want to. If Izzy like
That's
even
the fight
get a
game.
rematch.
Let me ask you, do you think that he deserves, might not be the right word, but do you think he deserves an automatic rematch?
Oh, Dana White said automatically in the press conference.
Well,
Like,
who cares? Who cares what Dana White said? I'm
But
asking.
he better put respect on his name. That is officially now UFC CEO, according to today with the stock merger thing between WWE
Oh
and
yeah,
UFC.
that's right.
On
They
TKO.
said UFC CEO Dana White.
Yeah.
No.
No, I mean, I think he deserves it because when you lap, and this is why, it's not because, he lost or he didn't put an effort, he didn't deserve it. It's like, when you lap the division, then, yeah, you're allowed to have an off night. But, I did see that stat that after what is it? It's last after 2021, he's like 4-3, whereas he was undefeated before. I mean, of course, father time, and then people get bored, and everyone gets better over time, like competition, people that are hungry, technique, studies, all that shit. So I just think style makes fights, bro. And Strickland, like, he just pressured so much that it didn't give Izzy any chance to use his advantages, at all. And he couldn't get through. Once he couldn't get through, he was frustrated and then getting hit. So it was just a bad combination all at once,
Yep. But let me ask: if he doesn't get the rematch, who does Izzy fight in like a 5-round main event somewhere? Like who's Izzy? Like who do you give him? If not the champion, I mean, but who's anybody?
Not the same guy though. I don't want to see Whitaker. I don't want to see Vittori again. I don't want to see. Like, we need to see somebody else, bro.
You could give him Dricus, just a regular fight.
Yeah, dude, fight for
now Africa. Now everybody's saying Dricus don't deserve a title fight no more, so that's out the window.
So they're gonna
even Dana White. Even Dana White's not messing with him no more. He's like, yeah, that guy should have took the fight. I don't know why you hold out. So
how about they fight Driscus? You're right, Izzy and Driscus for number one contender.
Yeah, because and then for Strickland, who could he fight? Like,
everybody.
No, but I'm saying who would be the number one, like 185?
Cannonier.
Yeah, Cannonier rematch. That would be cool, actually.
I had Sean in that first fight. I had Sean in the first fight.
I was betting on Cannonier, but I thought they were going to give it to Strickland, so I was juiced when Cannonier won. But yeah, it was close.
Yeah.
That would be a title fight, especially he just made weight too.
Yep, I'm off.
Knock nobody out 85. Though. Is Sean Strickland? Sean Strickland ain't gonna knock nobody out.
Hey, never say never.
Only a boost.
Yeah, he said he had soft hands. He's like, everybody knows I don't hit hard. But
that fanny punch was like, Sean hits hard. I'm like, yeah, bro, you've never been hit. Like, you just got hit by a UFC fighter. I just got kicked by a UFC fighter.
He was little as shit too, though.
Yeah,
that shit. Yeah, he was hella little.
I mean, you're bigger than the dude who kicked you, but yeah, this guy is hella little.
Yeah, I was down. Thank God. Shout out to UFC China being hella early because
he gave him tickets and shit though to the fight.
Oh yeah, that's cracking. Well, I hope so. He did him that one time. I was like, ooh, lawsuit.
But yeah, that's gonna be the UFC's problem now. It's like because this fool be saying some wild shit. So
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Man,
anti-industry.
Let's get.
You're not a libertarian. You're not here for it.
You don't got.
I'm here for freedom of speech. That's what we're all here for.
Yeah, that's true, man. That's why freedom of speech and freedom of smoke. But yeah, man, let's get to some shit here. Let's see what kind of vibe we're feeling. We're feeling here, starting out the night with the first fight, unlockable. Is it an unlockable theory? Josephine Knutson taking a short notice fight. Well, actually, she's the main fighter, but Marnik Mann taking a short notice fight here from the LFA, I believe. Is that where she's from?
I don't know. Where's the tab?
One of them's from Invicta.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the female version, right?
Yeah.
And just for the record, what's her name here? I don't even know how to pronounce it. Josephine. She's 8-0, and then the other girl's 6-1. So I don't know why. Why do UFC needs to get their shit together?
UFC never has it right. We just show that first, and then we like to go to the Tapology. I shout out to Tapology for that. But this is a girl taking up. She's actually from, and I'll take a look right here, LFA. Yeah, so her last fight was in LFA, and she wanted to be in the UFC, man. But here's her shot. She signed a new contract, and the sawed-off Savage. What do you think, man? I'll let you go first. Since it's UFC Noche.
Surprisingly, I'm on a lot of favorites, if not all the favorites, but I am on in this fight. Just if you look at the resumes, yeah, she does have that head kick, loss. But look at her wins. This girl's coming out here to win, and she's trying to, go out on her shield or, take somebody out. And I believe the other girl has I think she has all decision wins. I'm not 100% sure on that. I should have probably checked. I'm pretty sure they're all decision.
Yeah, no, I got you right
Oh,
here.
this is a chick who was on the Contender Series, but they didn't give her the contract.
Contender Series.
Yeah, like 3 weeks ago.
Because she fought that girl with the plastic surgery.
Oh, she has one. She has one knockout. Okay.
Yeah, she's like a solid point fighter, but hey, she got her shot. But the thing is, she just fought like literally 3 weeks ago.
Yep.
She was supposed to fight Jasmine Lucindo. But then Lucinda had to pull out, so that's why Marnik Man got her shot. And yeah, man, I mean, sounds like hype. Are you looking to sprinkle something on the dog here? It's a big dog. I mean,
what is odds-wise,
who's
the dog? This one, Knudsen? Whoa, pause.
Knudsen's a huge favorite. Huge favorite. Minus, and I'll double check here for you.
Want to get some Knudsen?
I think what you saw Contender Series was not even her best performance at all. She the other girl was pretty tough. Oh, Knudsen's all the way up to minus around 700. So
minus 700, and it's her UFC debut, and she fought 3 weeks ago. I don't know, cause it's either I do dog or pass.
Yeah, either they know something.
Yeah, I'm on Knudsen hard.
But
you want to get your hard nuts on?
It's a woman's fight. You know what I mean? And it's short notice. The thing is like everything that could go wrong for one of them is an excuse. They both have it. So it's kind of like, this one's dog or pass.
700 is crazy. So is this going to be a part of your greasiness for this week?
Yeah, I mean, I caught it a lot earlier, but not by much. I got it by a minus 600. Maybe a little less than that. So, yeah, this is definitely going to be, at least on one of them, it's going to be starting off my greasy parlay for sure. I could tell this is going to be one of them legs. I think it might be too late for that. As far as straight looks on this, man, the over might be something that could be interesting. 2.5. That's minus 185. That's a little juicy. I'd probably look at Knudsen by either submission at plus 700. That might be not bad because she's minus 110 for my decision here and by KO 200. I don't think she's going to KO her. Yeah. I think Knudsen could get like a rear naked choke. She's actually a big time wrestler as well.
Yeah.
So a lot of clinch. She
comes from striking though.
Yeah, she could do both. And you see, when she's muscly. She's going to be able to grapple and then start her ground and pound, and then she can grab the neck. She's not going to do I don't think she's going to pull no arm bar, no jiu-jitsu, anything like that.
This is,
700 is a little much at this point. But if you're into those starting out the night just to have a leg on a greasy ass square, huge parlay, one of those. Yeah, I'm going Knudsen or nothing. There's no way. I'm not a big fan of Marnie or Marnik Man. I like what I see. I don't like the build. She's tough. I'll give her that. That's her strongest attribute from what I've seen. So she is a tough person and she's able to stay in the fight. But yeah, I don't think she's athletically gifted compared to this other chick right here who's trained to pretty much go for the kill and grab your neck, bro, and just dwindle you down. But here's her last chance. The short notice is sketch though. 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever it is. So the weight cut. That's what I want to. The scales will tell you. Maybe you wait since it's already minus 700, and just wait until you see the scales real quick if she's really struggling or not to make that.
I'm willing to bet that neither one of them were in any position to say no to taking this fight.
They always won the contract. They won their contract.
So
they both signed three fight contracts.
What we got next?
But yeah, here we go. Next, so an unlockable theory, by the way, for those interested in that. This fight got canceled, so they didn't even update this. I'm done with the UFC page.
It's Alex. It's Alex Reyes versus Charlie.
Here we go. Short notice. Another person taking a short notice fight. We got Charlie the Cannibal Campbell right here, 7-2.
Oh, he trains out of Serra-Longo, as you can tell.
As you can tell in the picture.
Hey, what's the odds on this? Because the other guy I see, he hasn't fought since 2017.
Yeah, Campbell's a huge favorite, man. I think he opened around like a minus 300, hit all the way to 350, now minus 400.
Yeah.
But this is another greasy ass leg that I gotta take. I mean, as far as props, I'll probably look at. Man, I can't even look at the prop. The props minus 170 for Campbell KO, which I think he will knock him out. But I can't. Minus 170 on a prop is a little much.
What's Reyes by like submission?
I don't know. He's probably plus hella 5,000 or some shit.
You know who his brother is?
Plus 1,400.
You know who his brother is, right?
Who?
Who else has the last name Reyes? 205er. Dominic.
Oh, Dominic? That's Dominic's brother?
That's Dominic's brother. I've heard that Alex was like, he's been out dealing with like issues. He's just had a bunch of problems.
But he took that fight on 3 days, not on 3 days notice. Originally, Mike Perry was supposed to fight Thiago Alves, and Thiago Alves pulled out 3 days before the fight. So they got Reyes to come in, and then he went flying across the cage. It was all bad. Shit, maybe you could do a parlay with this dude and that chick. Man, that'd be some. That's like plus 1,000.
Yeah, if you're looking for some long shot, big parlay, like big dogs, these are two to start the night if you want to put just a little pizza money on it.
Because it's unknown. That's the thing. Is like these. It's like I don't know. Like these are fights where they're like trying to find something on it. It's like anything can happen.
6 years is a long time though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, who knows, exactly. This guy's been fighting on the regional scene, bro. So
he's 36.
Cage fighters.
Yeah, that's like RA's getting in there. And how you feel like taking 6 years off and then trying to go fight?
It took me 3 days to recover from a single leg kick, bro.
What about from that running shit? You weren't hella sore?
Man. Yeah, right here, the 5K. Oh yeah, I was hurting. It was my ankles. They tricked you. You go up half a mile of this hill. It was all bad. It was worse on my ankles, but we made it. I couldn't imagine.
So that's what I'm saying. Imagine fighting
some 28-year-old dude who's just angry, wanting to whoop my ass. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll probably go with Charlie Campbell. Oh, here we go. We got some.
Yeah, I think I'm going Charlie Campbell just for that last fight as a for sure leg of the parlay for the greasy ass parlay for sure. Him.
Campbell should win.
We're gonna go to the next one.
But Reyes wins if he did something. Yeah, Reyes should win. But if Reyes did win, I wouldn't be like, oh, you know.
Yeah, I mean it's juiced to the under 1.5. So they're just saying this is gonna be short fight. I mean, 2017, bro, 6 years ago is a big difference to me.
There's no data. Who knows what he's been doing?
He's been coaching probably, but regardless, I mean,
he's already been smoking.
He's got
that's just something else. So my boy Charlie's ready, and he's
watching you guys.
Yeah, so we got the next fight. Let's just get to the real Noche fight here. Tracy Cortez.
Noche, damn, you a freak.
Hey, so we got Tracy Cortez here, slight favorite, minus 120 against Jasmine Judavicius.
Hey, when I first heard of this fight, I automatically picked Jasmine just because Tracy hasn't fought in a while, but now she been looking like in crazy ass shape. She been going live, like posting hella pictures. I know she's she like ready to fight. Because remember she had that strange situation that they never talked about where she weighed in and then her fight got canceled like that night or some shit, or where she's supposed to fight Amanda Hebus.
Yeah. So it was sketchy, but they never really said anything. So
this one,
she had to break up.
I'm gonna go back with Tracy Cortez, but for sure. Jasmine Judavicius is a beast, bro. The fight against her, Miranda Maverick, she's out there like she's trying to.
And I was cashing on her.
She's trying to take souls.
But
parlay buster last time.
Who? Oh, for Miranda Maverick? No, I never. Yeah. Miranda Maverick is a favorite sketch to me as always.
But they always be juicing her.
Yeah, they do. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, Cortez, man, at this line, like pick'ems almost. I think it's gonna be. Might as well a good shot here. I mean, you can look at by decision if you're interested in props, plus 140. But I think she can out-grapple. I think Jasmine Judavicius is better than when people underrated her. But I think the hype was starting to build already on her now that she's had some good upset wins, some nice.
She's like on a 3-fight winning streak too, right?
Yeah, I mean it's going to be a close match. I think there's going to be times where people have their chances to win, but of course I think it's going to be ended up being a decision, which is always clench your butt hole type of vibes you got going. But at this price, I'm willing to take a shot on Cortez for sure. And this is actually gonna be one of my best bets. Not my best bet, but it's one of my best bets. Why not? UFC Noche, UFC Pinoche, whatever you want to call it, bro.
Nacho, what's
Money.
the prop on Cortez by sub?
By Cortez by sub. That's good. Okay, it's plus 750. I like where
Ooh.
you're looking at some long shot possibilities.
I will be betting on that.
I feel like
for
that
sure.
should even be such a long shot. I don't know. They tripping.
Yeah,
What's the
well,
decision?
sorry,
What's her by
I
decision?
should have pulled up some of the.
It's probably minus 110 or something.
So she hasn't fought in a minute, man, and she's
what I'm
10-1. She's on a huge win streak. But then my thing with her and her breakdown is that I think the last win was impressive against Melissa Gatto. Justine Kish is all right. You know, she's a pretty more seasoned vet. And then the other ones are just, you know, I think there's whatever. She actually beat Erin Blanchfield, which is a huge, I think her best win as far as how it aged, right? It was back in Invicta, so it didn't really count as UFC. But now we know how good Erin Blanchfield is. So,
Tracy was touted to be like, you know, the next thing, but then she got all wifed up with Ortega. She wasn't really fighting, then she was gonna fight, and she had to pull out. So like, that's what I'm saying. Now she's back on the track to try to
year and a half
should get to the title. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. So, but Jasmine Judavicius, man, she really
He live dog for sure.
Big. She's 34 years old. She's a big for the weight division, and she beat Miranda Maverick, right? And that was a big win because a lot of people are on Miranda Maverick and hyped on Miranda Maverick as well. And she's fought pretty decent competition, man. She beat that girl that was just on Contender Series today, by the way. That was the minus 600, 700 favorite Pilastri. She beat her in Contender Series, and that's how Jasmine got the contract. So
she a live dog for sure, dog. Like for real.
Yeah, I mean, it's more. I wouldn't say that's even money. It's kind of a dog, I guess.
Well, she was a dog when I like put her in a parlay like last week.
She opened up. She opened up as the favorite.
Jasmine.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you? Yeah, it might. Maybe. I think this line would have been moving around because there's been action on both sides for sure. Mm-hmm. So I mean, if you get dog prices on either chick at this point, if you could get that and find that, I mean, I'm not going to argue it. But yeah, I'm definitely. I think it's fucking Tracy Cortez's time, bro.
Yeah, I think
it's her chance, man. If she loses,
Gatto's good. She beat. I like Gatto. I like her. Man, I'll tell you. I think Tracy's pissed off. I think she's angry, and I think we're gonna see. I think we're gonna get a finish out from her. I think Jasmine's gonna overlook her. And
remember how Mackenzie, what's her name? Mackenzie Dern looked after her divorce with her dude. Let's see how
exactly.
Tracy comes in. Like, I'm gonna kill you.
just hella ready. Just ready to go, man. And I think it's just the vibe's gonna be right. UFC Noche, you know, she's repping for her people, her night. I think it's gonna be a regression back from the last event. Like I said, man, I think that's the theme throughout this one. I was all hyped on fading a lot of the Mexican fighters from the last card, but this card, I think I'm on a lot of them for sure. You know, and a lot of them are favorites, rightfully so. But I mean, it sounds like Nessa. Are you going? You went with Tracy though, right? As far as what you would pick.
Yeah, I'm picking Tracy. Like I said, in the beginning when it opened up, I was going against her, but I guess like now I'm just betting with my heart. You feel me? So yeah, I'm going.
Okay, you're betting with your heart or your head, or you know, your other head. So that's gonna be what you pick. But what do you think, Hype?
I'm going Tracy by submission.
Plus
round
750, plus
round
8.
2, round 3.
Because I think Jasmine's bigger than her though. Yeah, see,
yeah,
it's gonna
Tracy,
be
round 2. Wait,
it's gonna be tough.
Round 2 submission plus 2,000. Round 3 plus 2,500.
It's gonna be tough, bro. Because like the way this Jasmine JJ chick, the way she looked against Miranda Maverick, that was telling. And like as I said, Tracy hasn't fought in hella long. She's gonna come at her like that. It's gonna be. I mean, it might be a long night for her, but
yeah,
I'm going with her.
And I want to see how she. Here's the thing, Cortez. I know she could take her down, but what are you gonna do when you bring her down? Because there's a lot of times where there's a lot of Tracy fights where she just holds them, and she don't really have a lot of offensive striking while she's holding her down, and that's what you need to actually look like you're scoring, or look like you're up. You can't just hold and just for 5 minutes, So, but yeah, it's gonna be the horny pick of the week, possibly, right, Nesto?
No, it is. That's for sure.
He said it definitely is.
That's my
This
favorite part of the
is
show.
your.
That's my favorite part of the show, man. Because you never know when it's gonna come.
Bro. Yeah,
Whoa.
and to those that actually follow Gen G, this week we're dropping it on my page because we're still taking a little hiatus from the page.
We're still
Bitch
testing
ass
things out
from
Quit playing.
YouTube.
Well, yeah, shout out Gen G, man. Shout out Jimmy. Shout out on Weezy. Shout out Demo. Shout out Davy Jones. Yarna.
Yep. Shout out the
yeah,
Gen
man.
G Football League.
Hey, shout out to the Football League and shout out to NFL
shout out to the other little side quest we've been doing with the NFL thing. So we'll be back with that tomorrow.
We gotta recap on that. That shit was wild. But yeah, man, next fight, bro. Another Mexican fighter, Eder Cherez against Daniel Lacerda, which familiarly looks like Daniel Da Silva. And
yeah, he comes out of that camp. Yeah.
It's the same person. He just goes by it. I found out it's the same person.
But he is out of that same gym, though. They all, they all train with Charles Oliveira.
Look at his hair.
But this guy's on like a 4-fight losing streak. So
let me pull it off for you because I know what he's on because I got some thoughts on this for sure.
I'm going with Edgar Chavez.
He's 11-5 right here. 4-fight losing streak. Still young, 27 years old, 5'6", and his last fights, man. CJ Vergara lost round 2, ground and pound here.
He hurt him though.
Yeah, Victor Altamirano. He got finished by him in the first round. Francisco Figueiredo, first round, and then Jeff Molina, counter right straight. And second round.
He dropped Molina though. He dropped Molina in that fight.
I would say this: he always gets a shot, and the reason why he gets knocked out is because he likes to go all out for the knockout and. He's always an entertaining fight, and I think that's why UFC fucks with him too, because he's always down to bang and be a crowd pleaser. Kind of those early fights type of guys. So you always got a puncher's chance for sure. Edgar Cherez, I feel like he's a typical Mexican style fighter, man.
How do you bet against that guy this week?
Yeah, look at that picture. He looks like Mexican GSP right there, bro. With that, but 10-5 though, the record don't look great though. 1 loss. And he lost to Tatsuro Taira, who's a big prospect, right? That UFC's kind of pushing. So, no disrespect to that, but he lasted all the rounds. He was
when was that?
In that fight, I believe. That was in the Volkanovski Rodriguez fight.
2 months ago.
That's when we were there.
Yeah, the Yair.
Oh yeah, remember that was a close fight, bro.
Yeah,
and then remember it got later in the end, like it got even closer for Mexican, I for sure.
He's gonna be sitting at a favorite here though. So just so y'all know, Cherez minus 235 and Lacerda
right.
plus 200.
That sounds right though. The other guy's on a 4-fight losing streak. So
finish too. He's been finished all 4 times.
No,
so
for sure,
I think this is gonna go in. I mean, I think it's a decent piece to parlay possibly. For him, or you can look at the knockout prop. I think you can finish him. Plus 165.
You gotta do a La Raza parlay, which is all the Mexican.
I don't hate that either. I fuck with that one. That might be the night to do it. For those into that, man, the Mexican Pride Night.
Ooh, I'm gonna rock my LWO shirt at the fight.
Hey.
When do you?
What are your thoughts on this?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh yeah, like I said, bro. We were just at this guy's last fight, and he looked pretty like, he put up a fight. He was in the fight for like all 3 rounds. He was trying his hardest, but the other guy is better skill wise. But like I said, it's kind of hard to go against somebody. It's kind of hard to rock with somebody on a 4-fight losing streak, and as the H killer said, finishes. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put it in a huge parlay. I think I would pair it off with another person that I kind of felt okay about, which I think will be coming up tonight. There's a lot of favorites like we were talking about. So maybe I don't usually give more than 1 parlay out for DJs, but it might be 2. Might be 2 this time. So, we're moving on to the next one, man, because I don't
and it's always kind of like
feeling the other guy.
This is also like a fight night, too. They just put a title fight on it, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't done that since like 2020.
Here we go. Here's someone you could pair him off with, in my opinion. Roman Kopylov versus Josh Frem, bro. I think this is gonna be a banger of a fight. Actually, both guys are gonna go for some head hunting, you know. And
Yeah,
I think it's gonna
Kopylov has
be
been on a straight like streak of knocking fools out. Josh Frame got 4
yes.
inches on him. He's very tall.
Mm-hmm. So Kopylov 11-2. He's not too young, 32, but he's kind of getting in his prime. He's finally catching his stride, like you were saying, man. 3 wins, pretty much all by knockout here, and he's beaten some decent guys, you know, mid card guys. But Claudio Ribeiro with a head kick, Pulahene Soriano all round 2s, and then Alesso Di Chirico, who's not in the UFC anymore, I believe, round 3. But he did lose to Duriev and Roberson when he first got into the UFC, man. But that was back in like 2019 and 2021. But since then, we've seen like hella improvements. He's actually durable. So, you know, that's always when you always got a chance when your guy's durable, at least, you know, and throws hard. So, especially at this weight. But I'm going to go Kopylov. Kopilov's a huge favorite. I think this is a decent parlay piece right here. I think I'll be a little more sure. Damn. I think he opened around like 260 or something, and now he's all the way up to minus 400 range. So I got him at around the minus 280, 300, where you could have paired him off. But now, yeah, you might have to put that one in the greasy part.
What's Kopylov by decision?
Kopylov by points plus 275. That's a good look. Knockout's the most favored one at minus at pick.
No, yeah, but do you think he can finish Josh Frame? Josh Frame is like 6'4". He got like 4 inches on him, and Josh Frame's like kind of durable. He didn't make weight his last fight, but he fought recently too, right? He's coming off a quick.
Yeah, he just beat Jamie Pickett by unanimous decision. And the big one he's known for is he was actually an underdog going into Cedricus Dumas, I believe, or if not, but he basically
lost to Krishan Gore. He lost to Fluffy.
Exactly.
He didn't get finished though. He didn't get finished by Fluffy, so he's a durable dude.
When's the last time he got knocked out here? Gregory Rodriguez in LFA, so he's never even been knocked out in the UFC.
Robo.
Yeah, as far as getting knocked out. So yeah, I wouldn't lay the juice with the knockout prop with Kopylov, but I think Kopylov is going to pull it out. Whether it is going to be by finishing him, ground and pound, knockout, or he could submit him. Jeff Frem's live. I mean, he's pretty getting better, but I just don't think he's really that good, other than being a size bully.
Yeah.
He's a baseball player, I believe, too. I think that's what he came off of. So,
I mean,
being a
tall,
pitcher.
he's tall as hell, bro. 6'4", one at fighting at what did they fight at 185?
Yeah, 185.
That's crazy.
But
I would go with Kopylov, but I think Frem is for sure like a sleeper on this fight.
You think he's live? Hey, it's plus 310 as a dog.
Yeah, I think he's live, or at least to go for the over, or I would bet Kopylov by decision because I don't know. I think he could finish if he finishes him like he's been doing everybody else. Then like man, you gotta give Kopylov a top 10 ASAP.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's good. Look, plus 275 for decision, not bad. At least you're getting the nice odds. You know, the over it is juice to the over, so it's not a bad look because the over is 1.5 at minus 200 right now. So you might be onto something. Getting that by decision here, but both guys you're gonna be clenched real tight too because those guys gonna be throwing.
And like I said, if he really can finish him, like Kopylov needs a top 10, top 15, like ASAP. Like you feel me?
Yeah, no, I agree. He's definitely getting his projectiling up, but we'll see, man. It's gonna be a decent matchup. And here we go. We got another Canadian Latina.
Kopylov, by the way. I got Kopylov in that fight.
Oh, my bad. My bad. We loaded up the SmokeOut here. All right. You want to give your breakdown if you have any deeper thoughts or any looks?
He's gonna sleep him in the first round.
Yeah, I think it's a good piece for that greasy ass parlay.
He's got 10 knockouts? Yeah, he's asleep.
Night. But yeah, here we go. And then we got I think this rounds out the prelims. Lupi Godinez against Elise Reed. And this was, I think, a short notice fight as well for Elise Reed because Lupi Godinez was who's she supposed to fight here? I'm gonna look that up. But one of y'all, any thoughts?
Nah, not really. I was just gonna throw the Mexican chick Lupi Godinez in the parlay. I think she's been what kind of streak is she on? I think she'll be able to get it down. Elise Reed, it's like she just came off an upset on somebody. I
think she's on a 2-fight win streak.
So Lupi Godinez here, 2-fight win streak. She hasn't finished anybody, but
She,
she's a great grappler, decision person,
ooh,
high
she lost
volume.
Angela Hill.
Yeah, early years, but she takes a lot of fights. She's down. She
She
beat.
been training with Grasso for this fight.
So she is getting better each fight. She's not. I mean, she still can be sketchy as a girl's fight, but and this is a short notice fight. Elise Reed's probably a better striker. She took it instead of Sam Hughes because he was pulled out, which is funny because I would probably mix up those two fighters, Elise Reed, Sam Hughes. And man, I really think that I don't know if the price tag is worth it. It's probably shaded that way, so you might have to make it greasy on this one and lube it up. She's all the way to minus 450. I think she was around minus 350, steamed all the way to minus 450.
Can you
I mean,
go to the?
by
Can you go to?
decision.
Can you go to Lisa Reed's record?
She just won by knockout, I think.
Elise Reed, man, I've been cashing out. She was been an underdog in a lot of positions. 7-3. She just beat Jinu Frey by decision. Lost by Loma, but Loma is pretty good. But she's pretty sketchy. I mean, she does nothing on the ground. Her striking's pretty good. But that's about it. Once she's on the ground, she's just gonna lay there. She ain't gonna do shit when Godinez is pretty much on top of her. Would I bet this minus 450 straight up? Hell nah. Put it in that grease it up, baby. Grease lightning.
I think Loopy gonna get loopy on her.
Yeah, but it's gonna be always sketch. Her by decision plus 120 is most common outcome, but not bad. Yeah. I think that could happen as well. But the submission's plus 190. So maybe you go by double decision, or if you have access to those double lines.
Loopy sub is plus 190.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, right. It's a little sketchy.
That's like they're pretty confident she's either gonna win by decision or she's gonna take her down and submit her.
Yeah, those are the most two common outcomes here as far as the odds.
What's the well? I gotta know what's the knockout now because maybe she gets a mount.
Plus 450, according to Bet Online. Yeah, so.
Yeah. But Loopy has. Yeah, this sucks. Yeah, Loopy by decision.
Yeah, I think if you really guys want to prop, I would go Loopy by decision plus 120. Plus at any plus odds since it's juice to the over too. It's like this is the most likely outcome because I think Elise Reed is durable, barring getting sub pretty much. So, but I don't think just any sub. It's just really like a rear naked choke I could see, and that's about it, right? Maybe a guillotine, but I highly doubt it. So we'll see. Loopy's been kind of sketchy, but I think she's getting better every fight at least. So I like that. So is Elise Reed, but I just think ground for pound, I'm going to go with the grappler. Yeah. So
safe pick. It's a safe pick.
Safe pick, whatever. It's not groundbreaking. But we're getting to the main card, man. We're hyping it up a little bit more.
This is the main card?
This is about to be.
Oh, I was
starting the main card.
This is the first fight on the main card?
Yeah, sorry. I'm on the right one. Yeah, right here. This is the first one on the main card, bro. Fernando Padilla versus Kyle Nelson.
He looked like Long Neck's cousin.
Hey.
Long Neck's Mexican cousin.
Man, but as far as the odds go, man, I think Kyle Nelson once again is an underdog here. So we got Padilla minus 240 right now with Kyle Nelson plus 206.
Damn. Kyle Wilson looked like Kratos got a war.
Yeah, with the under 2.5 at minus 185. Man, that's crazy.
Yanda.
But yeah, what do y'all think about this one? It should be a banger.
Yeah, can you go to Padilla's last fights? He just like this fool.
He's 15-4. Still young, man. 26 years old, 6'1", lanky guy, man. But he knocked out Julian Erosa, man.
That's
first round. That was a nice upset.
Juicy J.
Yeah, that was his debut too. So I mean,
damn, that's big. Yeah, that's big. I see why he's a favorite. Down. Yeah, I'm for sure have to go with the Viva la Raza.
And he's lost to Spike Carlisle. Kyle Nelson's gotten better. He's sketchy.
Look at him. He's getting slept. He grew a beard now. He think he lit. He getting slept.
If you guys remember him, 289 Nunes and where's Aldana here? Blake Builder. He upsetted Blake Builder. Busted some parlays for sure.
Davy Jones, like you say. Red flag. Look who he took an L to. Jai Herbert.
Jai Chitty Herbert. Billy Q, respectable. That one's respectable. That's respectable. He's a banger. Matt Sales. Man, that's way back, man. Diego Ferreira. I mean, Diego Ferreira is good, bro. But yeah, I mean, he's been in there for a while, man. He's been fighting for a minute, and people don't appreciate him. But
Yeah, I think
yeah,
this
I'm
is
not taking a shot with him. I'm going with
yeah.
Mexican night, bro.
Yeah, I think this is Mexican night for sure. It's gonna be Órale, way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Padilla by knockout is plus 165, most likely outcome
Ooh,
right
knockout. That might be the one right there.
This one feels like a setup. Like they're like,
Yeah,
hey,
like they're trying to put the dude on the pedestal. Like especially it's UFC not Noche. So like they're gonna like. I feel like this might be the one right here. This might be a nice little bing bing. Especially you got the height on him too.
there. Yeah,
a
exactly.
roast is good. I like a roast is good. So
No, yeah, especially to knock him out in your UFC debut. That's big, dude.
in the first round.
Mm-hmm. It was an upset, bro, for sure.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that shit. I remember watching that
Yeah,
shit being
and
hot.
it's juice to the under, so I think that yeah, man, that Padilla knockout. If you like props, once again, but I think Padilla's gonna be pretty aggressive, man. I think he's gonna go for the knockouts. He's a good striker. He's lanky. Obviously, you get knocked out, but like I said, a lot of these Mexican style fighters, durability is a huge piece of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, being able to scrap, being able to exchange and stay standing, or go down, with your sword. So, but let's see what else we got here.
But yeah, we're all Padilla then, right?
Yeah, it just sounds like we're just no chain away, bro. Here's another one that I feel I definitely have a stance on this, bro. And I'm gonna have to give a bonus, just another best bet on this one, bro. Daniel Hazel Huber.
Daniel Huber.
Christos Giagos.
That's the biggest Mexican. That's the biggest Mexican. I'm telling you.
Who? Zel Huber.
Daniel. That looks 6'1". That's a big dude. And what weight class is this? Lightweight.
Who does Huber fighting? Is I know he is dead.
It's at 155, right? Guys. Correction, at 155. But let me share this. Daniel Zellhuber, Golden Boy, man, 13-1.
He's coming off a loss,
did lose
right?
in his.
Yeah,
no, he knocked him out against Bonata.
Yeah,
but he lost a decision in Ogden. But he beat Lucas Almeida, man, in Contender Series, and Lucas Almeida's pretty good. Was undefeated at that time, man. So, and still is from that loss. So, I think this kid's the truth. Obviously, when people debut at such a young age, he's only 24 years old, and he is the big favorite, by the way. Sorry, we're just loaded, so we're going out of order. But Zellhuber minus 260, Giagos plus 220 is the odds on the fight. Zellhuber opened like minus 200, and he steamed all the way to 260. And I agree with it, man. And I think it's still good. I think it's, man, you can even play it straight all the way up to minus 300. Throw it in a parlay. Feel strongly about it. Best bet material.
That's gonna go in the Viva la Raza.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even hate right here. Like, what's the knockout prop? 250 plus 250. I mean, that's not a bad look to me. Kid's durable as well.
250.
He's got reach on this guy too. It's a lot. It's
Giagos. Then he bootleg Gallegos.
Yeah, reach is 77-inch versus. I'll click over to Giagos here. 20-10, bro. He does have the experience. You can't hate on that. 33.
Gigos.
But he
got
the whole reach.
Oh, he's on the 2 fight. He lost to Moises.
Look at who he's fought, though. Some real guys. These are not red flag type of losses,
Yeah, Sarukian, Moises.
Yeah, so lost by,
Ooh, it's gonna be a close fight. You could I could see maybe Giagos maybe doing some upset because Zellhuber. Well, I guess he's back. He's back on the horse, right? He lost his debut, but then he beat Venata. So
yeah, Venata's is a vet.
He's building. But this is gonna be a tough one for sure. And this guy
but
his L's are by submission. It looks like, right? Oh no, he got knocked out by Sarukian.
Yeah, exactly. So it is possible. And I think it's gonna be a finish in that night, bro. La Raza.
Yeah.
What you got, Hype? This is your Italian man's. Is Giagos even Mexican or is that Italian? The dude's Italian.
American, brother.
I dislike that he's wearing Brazilian shorts in the picture.
Who?
But Daniel, if you go back.
Well, they're Venom though. They're just like Venom.
Oh no, it was on his Tapology page. Yeah.
Tapology. Well, he's mixed, bro.
Is he?
No, I don't know what he is. I'm
There
just
we go.
kidding.
Over.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
they
bro,
are
everyone
Brazilian.
loves Brazil. This is Brazil.
Yeah.
You
Well,
like MMA, you like Brazil.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna take the Golden Boy and see because they were building him up and then he lost and then they kind of were like pulled back like and then they
Well, he
gave him
lost
that
his
fight.
debut,
Mm-hmm. Oh, was it his debut?
right, to Trey
In the
Ogden. I think.
UFC?
Yeah,
I
right.
thought that
You,
was his
you
second
scroll
fight in
down.
the UFC.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, he's
he's
1-1. Yeah, that was his
Yeah,
debut.
he was from the contender series against
That's
Almeida.
what
And
it
I was
was.
saying Almeida's a good opponent, man. That's a big win right there, bro. Because if you
Yeah.
want to look at Almeida, and I'll just give you guys one more kick. He's 14-2, and he was actually just fighting. And he only lost to Pat Sabatini. He was supposed to fight at UFC Paris, and he got canceled. Like he had to pull out or whatever, visa issues or whatever. But yeah, man, I think this is this kid's time. You know, anything can happen, but he's pretty durable. So I would put my money on it. So
Well, this will be the test.
That's how at least I feel about it.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, and then look at the record for the age. There's what I got here. There's like an 11-year age gap or 9-year age gap. I mean, they have that stat that all most older fighters they're gonna lose to the younger guy. So
yeah,
why buck that trend now, especially for the card? So
yeah, especially for that situation, man. But so I guess we're on agreement when it comes to La Raza, man. It's funny because we love these favorites too. A lot of people do, but it's also like which one's a parlay buster? You know, for a lot of people when you parlay some favorites together, expect them to win. You know.
Yeah. Oh, this might be the parlay buster. Well,
I don't think so. Even though I'm wearing Alaska, this is not an Alaska FC shirt, but
nah. Yeah. The thing is, the Terrence Mitchell's like grappling isn't that. It's not up to par with this guy, but
you seen him get knocked out by Kaikar France?
Yeah.
Damn, he's all the way, which I agree with.
I wouldn't touch this fight though.
Minus 800, bro. I think he should be minus 1200, but I'm not gonna bet. I don't think I would bet him. I'm throwing him in that greasy ass parlay.
I wouldn't bet on this fight like in my parlay just because Rosa is intangibles now. He's 18 years old, still 19. Like fuck, bro. Like
he's got. Yeah, no, I feel you because I feel like that's what most people are gonna think too.
And plus his last fight, he got dog walked. He literally only landed 1 or 2 punches in that fight.
And that's why UFC, I think, is setting him up for success here.
They're trying to.
Throwing
they
him
thought they were
one.
last time too, but I don't know.
Yeah, but they didn't because the guy they gave him was fucking actually hella good. If you actually know,
no, yeah, he hasn't even fought.
He's raw. Huh?
He won the first round and then he just gassed out. He gassed out.
Yeah, he had
like,
the experience, and then the striking wasn't the same.
Oh
yeah.
He's young, like you said. Like he just has some room for improvement, bro. He's never lost before, and that's his chance. He's still young. He's still getting better.
I was at his UFC debut against who was it? Jay Perrin.
Yeah, Jay Perrin, and he ended up.
What a terrible main event.
Nah, it wasn't the main event.
No, I'm saying
that was Blachowicz.
Whoa, what was the main event?
Blachowicz.
You were there.
Nah, but I don't remember. What was it?
Ankalaev.
Oh yeah, that shit sucked. I walked out. And because I was like, oh, fucking Ankalaev won this shit. And then I'm on the escalator looking down and it said draw. I was like, what the fuck?
You're like, what's going on?
I was like, damn.
But
that was a cheap one. Tickets were cheap for that one.
So, this guy here, bro, I know we talk about Christian Rodriguez is actually really good. I think he's some bet on material moving forward too, by the way. So
no, yeah, for sure.
Does his fights. But look at this guy, Terrence Mitchell, Alaska FC, 14-3. He looks athletic. Pitcher looks good, but he's 33, man. I think they're just trying to feed him.
He got yoked. Yeah, he got yoked by the South African dude.
Exactly, another young prospect. Quickly, Kevin Simon got him. So I think they're just feeding him. Like you said, it is MMA, like we saw, and we didn't. Like Izzy lost, even though that's high level. Yeah. But yeah, I think Rose is gonna win. I think minus 800 is a little crazy now for
I wouldn't touch that shit.
Man,
if you're going for those 9-leggers, 10-leggers,
what's roasted by submission? Because that's like the favorite, right? What is it? Do you happen to have that?
Yeah, roasted by decision is plus 700. Ooh,
what?
But
and what about what's the other dude by decision?
Mitchell. Plus 1,000.
Oh, that look at his record. I saw he wins by.
That's what I'm seeing right now. Like, whoa.
If they're grappling and like Dude could just do some
Oh,
slick
yeah.
shit in the first round. Say he's not tired. You never know.
6 subs in the first round.
He could get him at his own game. At Rosa's own
look,
game.
that's Rosa's own game, but look
But
at
it
his
is
proper
odds to
submission
plus
too
1,000.
is like hella big too.
I feel like
Rosa's by
only,
submission is minus 160.
his only weakness, I feel like, is that he's
which is
young.
the favorite. Yeah.
He's young, and it just feels like sometimes he looks kind of weak in there. Like he's really struggling to hold on to like
he's only fought
every
twice.
position.
He's only fought twice in there.
Well,
Yeah.
and then even on the Contender Series when he fought it just seemed like he was like he's
he's
doing
always
his
moving.
best.
Yeah,
it just so it just he's gonna get bigger, and I know he's gonna get way better. I mean, this guy's and he's very good at the cage wrestling, so it's different. Like he knows how to just grab him and like
he knows how to chain them together to get to the submission.
Yeah, and he's a backpack hit. I mean, we'll see. I don't know, but this guy's a little bit old. How old is this? How old Terrence?
33.
Terrence is 23.
33 or 23?
33.
33. Yeah, he's a grown man.
So he's definitely grown. I like when young fighters like in their late teens, early 20s that UFC pushes and then they lose at the beginning, and then they start.
18
that's
is
when you know.
Crazy though.
Yeah, he was the youngest one to sign at 17. You remember?
Like you're not even like finished growing yet.
So that's what I'm saying. He's getting better, and I think over time.
But like body wise, and he's just getting his head bashed in. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it's just the life. I don't agree with kids fighting all the time either. But this is the life he's chosen. As far as the looks department.
I mean, he's 1-1, but yeah, I mean, I would pick him to win, but I would for sure sprinkle something on Mitchell by a submission. I mean, look at that, 15-3. That's not a shame record too. Like that's good.
Now, this might backfire in the UFC's face again, or maybe they're like, "Oh, we're done. We don't want to do it."
Because I've been seeing a lot of tweets talking about like Rosa is 18 years old. He should not be in the UFC.
Yeah,
like a lot of different journalists been like bringing it out, but they're saying this fight's hella close because he does have that little wrestling background, but I don't know. This guy's like it looks like that's like his game too. Like you want to wrestle me, and I'm gonna tap you out when you bring me down to the ground.
He's like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna get knocked out in this fight. So we'll see. I after seeing this, I kind of think I'm going with Mitchell.
I mean, like I said, I would pick Rosa, but I will for sure sprinkle. I'm gonna go sprinkle something on submission by Mitchell for sure.
I'm going on it now. I'm taking Mitchell. I'm taking. I'm gonna go money line.
Those are the balls.
Straight up.
Yeah,
win.
Straight up.
Well, let me look.
What's
at
that?
It
what is he?
Plus
like
550. Plus 550. Mitchell.
Yeah, maybe I'll sprinkle something on the sub
too.
Sprinkle. I'll take sub too, but I'm going to take Mitchell in this fight. I have this feeling that he's older, and like I have a brother who's younger than me. He's 19, and and there's the same age gap. He's not going to beat me. We've locked. It's different.
Your brother ate Raul Rosa.
It's a good point.
Hey, Raul Rosa Jr., man.
Hey, for real, he's opposite too. He's not even on the Noche side.
That boy got energy. That
on
boy
the white
side,
brother.
Bro. And that's another thing. I think, you're right. I think if he loses, it has to be obviously decision or sub because I think he's pretty durable too. That's another thing. I think he's gonna be able to take some of the punishment if it comes down to it. But I think he's gonna try to backpack this guy. He's gonna try to chain grapple. But like you said, the price tag is pretty crazy.
You ever notice younger fighters, they don't get knocked out. They're usually getting TKO'd. Like they don't get
because you're young, bro.
You remember when you were young, bro, and you were 18 and you didn't give a fuck, and you just.
But looking at it now, because now I'm watching this 18-year-old thinking like, oh no, this is not good for you, man.
Even the fight, they could have stopped that fight when he fought the last guy, Rodriguez. They could have stopped it. He was getting fucked up.
It was bad
because his hands are not they're not solid. He just always goes for the body lock and just take you down and work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why submission is close for him. I mean, minus 800 is insane. So, you got to bet him either by decision or submission. Or TKO ground and pound would be crazy.
That's big.
I don't think you could bet. As far as betting, you can't even do. I can't do a prop at a favorited odd like minus 160 for a sub for Raul. Like, nah, it's tough. Too tough on that. But I guess moving on this one, man. This is gonna be a better fight right here. This is a banger fight right here. We got Kevin Holland, kind of a crowd favorite. Some people hate him, but versus another crowd
You
favorite
get the
here,
reaction
Jack
though, and that's what
Della
matters.
Magdalena, JDM. But what y'all think?
Go ahead, you go start it first.
This fight makes no sense. I just feel like, man, why burn through two of your prospects like this so early? But it's
Is
gonna
Holland
be
a prospect, bro?
I mean, but they're pushing him. They want him to stay in the welterweight division. They want him to make a run because he can. I mean, he's ranked now, right?
He's always gonna stay. He's like kind of like gatekeeper to like the top 10 or whatever, or
And
top 15.
they want this fool Jack. They're pushing Jack. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I think it's just a bummer that we have to watch one of these guys lose because they're both awesome. They're both fun to watch. This fight's going to be great, but I feel like this was like bad timing, like too soon for it. But I have Holland. By any way Holland can get it done. I would have picked Holland before that last fight that he had. I think the last fight wasn't a great representation of who Jack is. I think that cutting weight, like the way he had to do. And then that dude was for real. That was like not some like scrub, short notice fight guy.
Habibi.
That guy was for real.
The Habibi.
So he came with it. So that was a great fight as well.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying that this isn't a good time for. It's not a good time for Magdalena actually though, especially after coming off of that fight with that Habibi.
Yeah,
that was a war.
It was a war, and then he like exposed like, bro, you could have finished that fight if you had like you didn't use no jiu-jitsu. The rear naked choke was there, like any submission was there that whole fight, and you never went for it. And you going against a guy, Kevin Holland, who remember we were talking about that he never uses his jiu-jitsu, but he's a Travis Lutter black belt. His last fight he won by submission, right?
Yep.
Who was it against? Who Kevin Holland just fight? And then for those who know, Travis Lutter is the one who gave Anderson Silva his first test in the UFC. Took him down.
What's his name? Don't talk about my mama.
Mounted him.
What was his name? Michael
Chiesa.
Chiesa.
Yeah. Subbed him with a Darce.
Yeah.
Chiesa
didn't want to be in there.
Huh? And like we were talking about,
didn't want to be in there.
We were talking about. I think we had our very first. Was it? Did we talk about it either on Gen G or when we first started this show, the SmokeOut? The BJJ from Holland is there, man. He's a black belt. He's real with it. He's lanky and he has the limbs to do it, but he doesn't use it because he likes to show out and strike and.
Yeah, and this is Holland's like wheelhouse right now. He destroys these like mid card guys, but not ranked kind of dudes. But when he fights the creme de la creme is where he always gets exposed, and it shows the levels of it, like levels to this. Is like, are you there yet? Man, pause. He took the words out of my mouth, but yeah, fucking exactly, bro. Like, how serious does he take it? But he said he was going back to 185, so I'm glad this is at 170 because he doesn't have no business being at 185. He can make 170 easily. Like, yeah. So, but yeah. Oh, go ahead, bro.
Oh no, I was just gonna explain the line because I didn't say it. So right now, Magdalena is minus 140, 150, somewhere in that range. But he was the underdog opening on the line. Holland was a favorite, and there's money been going crazy on Magdalena, and I feel
Magdalena's the favorite.
Now he is, yeah. He opened as a dog. So now, for me, the line has moved enough where I think there's value on Holland as an underdog.
Oh,
like you said, he's well rounded. It's just the question mark is he gonna take it seriously? How is he training for it? You know how he is. Like sometimes he likes to show out, talk too much in the cage, not caring he could lose a decision or or strike, and get knocked out too.
I feel what you're saying with that, but I think, like I said, like this is like his wheelhouse. We're on this page, like this is where he gets the job done usually, and then he might be on a new wave, like trying to be serious more about his thing. He likes those paychecks. You know what I mean? He always likes to buy nice shit. He's always flossing and everything on Instagram. So
I put some money on him at plus 130, but I think closer to fight time, he might even go to plus 140, 150. Possibly.
Damn, that's crazy. Like I didn't like the way Magdalena looked at all in his last fight.
Last fight. I mean, it could be recency bias, but yeah, I think that fight was like he's good, but he's not invincible, and
especially to somebody like look who Holland has fought in, like Chimaev, fucking Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Dude, he's been in there, like he's been like
he's fought the
main events. You know what I'm saying? Like he's
division, bro.
Damn thing.
Yeah, if you go.
When was Holland's last fight?
He just fought against
Michael
in August,
Chiesa.
right?
Yeah.
July.
Basically August. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then man, Holland does
He's
this,
active.
and this will be Jack's second time fighting pretty like back to back because he just fought like 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. That fight was
No, he fought
Oh.
him in the July 15th.
So he's had a little bit more
before.
time off.
But I
Yeah.
mean, it's still active fighting, you know.
Yeah.
I think
And
Holland.
he's coming from Australia. Here's another thing: is they were supposed to fight. This fight was supposed to in Australia. Now they moved it to Vegas at one point. So, you know, he's gonna have to travel far instead of
The other way around.
The other way around.
Yeah, I'm going Holland by knockout. I think that's how
Let me
Holland's
see.
gonna do
Let
this.
me just check out what those odds are. Holland by knockout. I like where your mind's at. Plus 325. That's not bad. It's not bad. But
Yeah.
by straight up too, I would say sprinkle if you're gonna play on both.
Yeah.
You know, so that's
He might.
I might do that.
What submission? Because how many? Look at how many chokes that he had. He had how many?
Submission.
Yeah.
Plus 500 for Kevin Holland submission. Inside the distance, if you want to be a little safer, Holland plus 230 inside the distance. It's all right. It's not terrible.
That's how it's gonna happen. That's how it's gonna happen. I don't think Jack will last 3 rounds with the way Holland can fight and the reach. He's got a huge reach advantage. He's got a height advantage. You know,
Got more experience in the UFC. Like I said,
against crazy.
He's fought the who's who,
competition.
man. Like, just imagine, like, I mean, he fought Chimaev. Look what Chimaev did to him. Like, doesn't get no worse than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think Jack's gonna grapple at all, so he's just gonna try to strike.
And
Yeah,
shout out to the Blunt Bros.
His grappling.
Shout out to the Blunt Bros.
Hey,
So-
shout out to Kevin Holland. I'm going Kevin Holland. You know, I feel better about my money that I put on it, and I might sprinkle it inside the distance. You're right. You talked me into hype, so shout out to Kevin Holland, dude.
Oh yeah, it's like I don't know. I kind of like I feel like it's kind of disrespectful that he's that much like of an underdog. It should be a pick if anything.
If you got
It's like,
if you
who's
got
Jack?
JDM at underdog, then you got a nice ticket and a good value, and you can cheer for him. But I think anyone at underdog, this should be a pick'ems fight, like a coin flip, you know.
I just feel like Jack's a great prospect, but you know, it's Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland's not only a fan favorite, but he's a great fighter. I think people forget how good he is at fighting because of him being so active online, you know, and on, you know,
talking shit and showing out.
Yeah, he's fun, man.
Smoking.
That's fun. That's people need to understand that. We want to hear from these guys.
Yeah, but shit, it's time for the main event, bro. Let's get it.
Rematch.
The double horny pick of the week as well for since Gen G's on a break on a vacation.
Hiatus.
We gotta bring the horny picks to here. You know?
That's the best part, man. I swear.
But we got the
Can I get
Alexa
a
Grasso, champion? Alexa Grasso, champion and underdog, going against the rematch here of Valentina Shevchenko. Man, money's been piling on Grasso. She was like a plus 200 opening, I think. Maybe a little more. Now she's like plus 140, 145. And Shevchenko's probably around minus 160, minus 170 at this point right now, man. Shit, what do y'all think on this?
Man, this fight is so tough, bro, because like Valentina was basically like handling Grasso easy in that first fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she did that ugly thing where she spinned and then Grasso just strangled.
Grabbed the back perfectly.
Fuck out of her.
Some people say like me, it says like kind of like how Pena was kind of getting that lightning in a bottle. I mean, I love Grasso. Don't get me wrong. I don't like Pena, but I like Grasso. I think Grasso's super good. I think she's well deserving, you know, and maybe it's also the other argument is skill. When it's just timing, it's skill to grab the neck at the right time.
It's also just like, you know, Valentina kind of been on like the decline her last few fights. She still gets the job done, but it's always kind of sketchier in some of them. You know what I mean? Like against Talia Santos, that was her last fight, and Talia Santos was doing great till she had that big old knot on her head. You know what I mean? Like that was all bad.
And it's also like, you know how it is. Time passes, new school. Like you said, she's not super old, but she is 35. She's kind of been minus like losing to Nunes and stuff. Like she's been pretty dominant, right?
And those were close fights. You could have gave her like one of those too. You know what I mean?
And she's only lost to Nunes and then Grasso now, right? So here's another rematch, just like she had a rematch with Nunes and lost by split. But I think, here's another thing. Here's my kind of, not red flags, but if I had to be critical about Valentina, who I think is amazing. Other than the Tyler Santos fight, Lauren Murphy, Jessica Andrade, who I'm not big on, Jennifer Maya, Katie Chikagian, like those are decent, but I think kind of they're just whatever type of wins, I mean, she has to fight who she has to fight, right? There's not like a lot of competition, but I think that's why when she fights someone that is to the level of Grasso, it's like, damn, kind of wake up like Santos as well, right? So I think it's gonna be close, man. I think this is what I think. I think there's enough line movement, just like the last fight, where I think it's the cheapest I'm gonna get Shevchenko, bro. At minus 160, minus 170.
We're getting a trilogy.
And I think it's gonna be back and forth at some points. And Grasso's durable as hell, and she's dope and all around great. But I think Shevchenko could pull it out, man. Probably a decision, but with decision, it's gonna be clench it tight for 5 rounds. But yeah, I think it's good value on just Shevchenko, man. And just because of that alone, I have to make it at least one of my best bets. But I know there's a lot of love for Grasso, man, at a dog. Being an underdog is also disrespectful at the same time,
Yeah, and like they say, also when you come back, like when you come fighting as a champ, you feel like you become like they kept saying about Leon, you become 10% better or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
So like,
and it's like RAZA night.
Yeah, it's Mexican night. You're the headline. It's Mexican Independence Day. Everybody in that crowd is going to be going for you. Everything she does is going to be like, like, you know what I'm saying? They're going to be going crazy.
I would even wait, bro. If you have a bet on it, you could even wait till before the fight or closer to the fight time. And I know there has to be Grasso money coming in because everyone, like, why not? Why not? Why not as a dog, right? That's what I'm thinking. So it's like I know there's a lot of love for it, so I'm going to wait even more before I put some bigger ones to see if Shevchenko could pull it off, man. But props, I don't know. By decision, I'm not even going to do the props, but my decision plus 175.
That's Shevchenko.
Yeah, and then decision by Grasso is plus 350, which that might be a decent odds. I think those odds might be cool.
I mean, that'd be crazy. I mean,
Grasso
we've seen crazier shit happen.
Is that not likely?
I mean, she finished her last time, so I don't know. I'd be like, but it depends what kind of decision. Like, imagine her just yoking her all 5 rounds. Like, fuck.
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna be more shocking than fucking what we just saw last week with Izzy. So
yeah,
for me at least, I'm not gonna be more shocked. That shit was too wild for me. I didn't even know what was going on, bro. Twilight Zone type shit.
I'm feeling spicy. And I'm looking at it. She's due one. What's Shevchenko prop by KO?
Plus 350.
That was 50. Oh, I think you said that was the decision.
No, that was the decision for Grasso plus 350.
Oh, okay.
Shevchenko by decision plus 175.
I think again another female on this card that's pissed off because you remember when she tapped, she's all like the way she tapped was just like that single tap.
Yeah, because she knows she made a mistake.
That's the way, like that's when Fedor tapped like to Verdum. It was just one tap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like fuck. So I think we're gonna have another woman going in there very angry, and Grasso she's really gonna have to. I mean, she wasn't winning the fight before she won the fight, so she knows. I think she's gonna go in there, and maybe her game plan will be a little bit different. But Shevchenko's gonna go in there with a completely different. She's going in there. I think she's gonna win this. I don't know. Even just decision, just outpointing her, just avoiding it, not putting herself in any positions like she did last time. She's gonna be. She knows I'm not trying to get caught in a submission like that again. So
yeah,
I'm going with the bullet.
The bullet. Hey, you know what? So resume wise too. Now we're looking at Grasso's resume. So people see the losses that are back in the day, but who she is now versus who she was, back in 2017 and 18 is a different fighter, right? Because if you look at this, then of course you're gonna be like, oh, it's kind of a red flag. Like to me, losing to Carla Esparza, which I don't like, is kind of a red flag.
She became a champ though.
Yeah, but to me,
the most boring
my personal opinion of her is.
I mean, you're not even calling out the one in the beginning. It was to Felice Herrig.
That's actually an actual red flag, because it was at UFC. Like you're already in the UFC, wasn't your first fight. some people think Herring's decent. I don't think so. And then a
was,
split
but she was
against
already old.
Marcos. Suarez. Now we understand Suarez is actually raw. And she was a
Suarez
prospect,
been
so
raw,
that's
but
okay.
she had to leave because she fucked up her shit.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I mean, the most impressive win to me, other than Shevchenko, obviously, was Araujo, because I was like big on her. Joanne Wood sucks, and Macy Barber's whatever. She's gotten better, but
wasn't Grasso. That was like her downfall. That was like Wood's downfall. She took that fight with her on short notice.
Yeah, I just was never big on Wood. Period. I'm always fade Wood, always, no matter what.
JoJo
I don't even care what the price is. Just give me fade of Joanne Wood. She's retired now, so she's trying to be a mom. So congrats to her.
No, yeah, she's a good fighter. She never performs on when it counts.
Yeah, and yeah, man. So I mean, it looks like what are you going with, Nesto? Are you going with Grasso or Shevchenko?
Man,
what looks you like?
I can see Shevchenko coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's the favorite for a reason. I get it, but I gotta go with the Noche night. The Noche night.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm gonna be squeezing tight when this goes down to decision.
They're gonna be a close one, because like Valentina's like a super vet, bro. Like, she does her thing, like but then at the same time, like, she has to go for the kill now. She's not the champ anymore.
Yeah, she can't keep it close.
She can't sit back and let him come to me now. Let me counter. You got to go in there going for it now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's another thing. Her volume might not be there.
And what's her name gonna get to sit back and try to see what's up? So it's gonna be a different fight. It's gonna be interesting for sure. But hey,
as far as grappling goes, both of them could grapple. But you seen last fight that Shevchenko was able to take Grasso down pretty much at will.
Yeah.
Once she got her down, she kind of just held her for the most part. She kind of moved. It wasn't like crazy amount of deadly strikes, but that crucifix, I guess she had her moment in the crucifix, right, where it was like, oh shit, she was dominant in this fight. But Grasso's hella durable.
It's starting to sound like you said about what happened with Pena and Nunes. So like, yeah,
this reminds me of it, and I'm just trying to take my shot because it's cheaper than what Nunes was doing.
No, that's what I'm saying. Minus 160 is crazy for Valentina, but
it's like when let's say she loses, which is a possibility. Like, it's like, where does she go from here? Just might as well
my pick for Grasso is just because, like I said, the Mexican eye, but I'm banking on maybe the age of Valentina is maybe getting to her, and also like just the decline, and also just Grasso is just she's transforming into just a better fighter now. You know what I mean? Like,
he's improved a lot. Rounded her game.
But at the same time, like you said, bro, like Valentina was winning the first two rounds easily. You want to say, taking her down, doing what she wanted to do to dictate the fight. She did a sloppy mistake, and that caught her in the ass. I mean, look, that's the same thing with Chris Weidman when he fought like Rockhold. He did that stupid ass kick, and then he got caught up and beat down on the ground. So yeah, luckily it was a submission. We'll see how she can come back from that, because Valentina's always a pro. Like, she's a GOAT for a reason.
Yeah,
and she's also like, this is also like her night too. I know it's like it's like Latino night, but she's like Latina too. Valentina. So, I mean Shevchenko. So yeah, she speaks fluent Spanish.
She speaks the language. Yeah, she speaks hella language.
Her older sister, Antonita. Yeah, they're half. It's Peruvian or I think it's Colombian, but it's one of those two.
Oh, okay, that's rare.
She's just hella white looking, because
she grew up in Kyrgyzstan.
And that's why if you look at her sister, who looks hella like more Hispanic, you know what I'm saying? Like the Antonina.
Yeah. So looks different, more kind of almost Italian-ish, but yeah, kind of Southern American vibes.
Yeah, they for sure. They Hispanic or some shit.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that she gets the judges split. Maybe a split Valentina.
Man, if Valentina wins, I think she's just gonna outpoint her, outclass her. But man, it's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting, man. That's for sure. Yeah, but time for some bets, man. I gotta redeem myself. But you can let me know which some of y'all got.
All right, well, I'm gonna go first right now.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
So I'm gonna just give you the straight up "Viva la Raza" parlay. It's gonna be Tracy Cortez, but like I said, Jasmine is very live. She might be the livest dog on this card.
Mm-hmm.
But Edgar.
Edgar Chavez.
Yeah.
Chavez.
Charlie Holmes. And then I'm gonna get a Loopy.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get Loopy in this bitch, fool. Fernando Padilla, pendejo. Hey, pendejo. And then I'm gonna top it off with this German sounding ass last name. It's the Zellhuber.
Zellhuber. Zellhuber, the Mexican, the Nazi Mexican.
Yeah.
Zellhuber.
I mean,
But yeah,
that's gonna be the Viva la
the
Raza.
La Raza parlay.
You can throw in if you guys want for your own La Raza. If you want to top it off with Rosas, like I said, I don't want to touch that. And then you top it off with Grasso, of course, too. But I think I might put her as a straight. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna give you two more.
Yep.
So the other one's gonna be just fuck. Yeah, the one's gonna be it's gonna be a best bet. It's gonna be Kevin Holland.
Oh, Holland. Okay, as a dog, let's go.
And then I'm gonna give you the squeeze your booty hole parlay with,
Yeah.
with Kevin Holland, Grasso, and
Okay.
Roman and Roman Kopylov.
Okay. That's gonna be some.
Oh shit! I forgot to add. Oh yeah, I did add her Cortez. I'm tripping, but yeah.
Oh, on the first one, yeah, the
Yep,
five legger. Okay. I'll add these odds together, but there's gonna be some big odds for that one. There's a couple dogs on there, so for sure, be some big odds. What you got hype? Give the people. Last time you were on here, you were giving people some knowledge, some money. So,
Hey.
So how do I want to do this? All right, so I like I said, I'm gonna sprinkle on man. So I'm just gonna do 3 single, like I'm just betting straight up with them, and I'm probably gonna do quite a bit. But so I'm gonna go with man straight up single.
okay.
I'm gonna sprinkle Alex Reyes straight up, and then another one straight up dog that I'm taking is Mitchell.
Okay, these are all big dogs too. So he ain't playing.
Yeah,
He ain't playing. These are all pretty big dogs.
Oh, you trying to get rich?
Ain't we all?
I'm gonna go bet these, bro. I'm dipping out.
Round robin
Go.
these. Let's see what's up with my best looks here. UFC Noche. Obviously, we just talked about it. Valentina Shevchenko. I'll probably even wait, but minus 160, minus 170. I'll take that. I'll judge it at minus 170. Nesto's horny pick of the week. Cortez. Minus 115, minus 120.
Tea time.
Sprinkle on by decision. I can see that happening right there. Plus 140.
Or submission that'd be crazy.
But Holland, I think Holland's also, that's a bonus little best bet there. Just because I think the odds are just kind of disrespectful. And then a bonus parlay right here. This is the parlay I got for you guys. The greasy ass one. Since the odds are all moving, I'm just gonna combine them all together. I was gonna give 2, 3 leggers, but let's just make them a 6 right here, bro. Rosas, Zellhuber, Kopylov, Knutson, Campbell, Godinez, bro. I bet them 3 separately, like 3 and 3 at pretty much almost even odds, but you can combine them all together and get some type of plus odds for sure. Probably plus 400 or 500 or something at least. So
I want to get some positive money in here before I just take 3 dogs. So I want to put one parlay together.
Yeah, we're giving out anything. People love all types of bets.
You ready? All right. So because I'm me, this fool knows I'm gonna make some bad parlay decisions this weekend. That's what we do. But I'm gonna take I'm gonna take Shevchenko, Kevin Holland. I'm gonna take that the Russian Mexican guy, the Golden Boy. Yeah, the Golden Boy.
Mm-hmm.
And then take Pandilla.
Pendejo.
Yeah, I'm not calling him Pendejo.
Hey, Pendejo. I'm calling you
Loopy.
Pendejo.
Loopy. And we're going to start it off with Roman.
Kopylov, okay.
The Russian
a lot of these favorites. We'll wonder who's going to be the big favorite that just busts the shit. It could be one of the guys that obviously you're fading him hype. You're getting a lot of plus money on the dogs, big dogs. Mm-hmm. Like Rosas Jr. is a huge favorite. So.
I just feel like this whole card was kind of slapped together in the last month. So I feel like a lot of short notice, and it's like we've seen since the COVID era, short notice fighters show up, and it's like it feels like some of those fights are like straight up just like mini contender series on this fight night we're watching. So it's like, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's just throw them back out there.
The contender series, if you watch it, it's like the guys that either win the contract or even the guys that don't win the contract but on their show. They always keep those guys as the guys like to throw in short notice just in case. It's like, oh, you want your shot, bro? Here you go, bro.
Oh yeah, that's
2 days notice.
That's what's going on with Knudsen.
Yeah, Knudsen. Well, they gave her a contract, didn't they?
No, she didn't win it, bro. And then Dana White like dissed her. He dissed her. Yeah, she fought there twice, and then he was like, "No, I just don't see it yet," or whatever. And then they pulled her over.
Time, but she had her spot, bro. And they gave her a shot, so she's jumping. Same thing with Marty McMahon. They signed her, and they're like, LFA.
Yeah,
here's your chance, bro. Take a short notice fight.
But she's more like this thing though. She's such a big favorite, like you never know. But she's more like technical than Knudsen chick.
Oh yeah, I mean, and she's an athlete, bro. Have you seen her? Her striking's actually straight and crisp. The other chick was actually more tough. She looked like a bimbo, but she just because she had hella like plastic surgery and stuff for a fighter, you don't see that typically. So, which is chill, but I just think, but fuck the price tag. There's so many big favorites here, man. That's a little sketch. But any other last words or anything y'all want to tell the people, bro? Shout out to all y'all. By the way, on the Gen G page we got the last video, the O'Malley video, right? Oh no, the UFC 293 Australia got over 200 some, bro. We broke a new record. Thanks, y'all.
And we were all together. We were all together for that. That's awesome.
No, it was for a different one.
Other video, the Australia one that just happened last week.
The Izzy.
Yeah. Shout out.
Yeah, we were all together for the O'Malley one, which was crazy as well.
Yeah, we're all together for that. That was a situation for sure.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all tuning in this bitch.
For sure, man. Keep smoking it down. Enjoy the fights. Is there any other fights going on? There's like no Bellator or something like that? Nah.
Not this week. There's
been quiet,
regional, but I mean football's back, so and then
talking about that tomorrow.
PFL got some out of Middle East money, right?
Yeah.
So they're getting some investors in the Middle
I'm waiting
East,
for some bare knuckle. I'm waiting for some bare knuckle to come back.
We just had you watched the bare knuckle MMA. That was crazy.
Oh, I'm talking PKFC. I love man. People sleep on that Friday nights. That's one of the.
Hey,
that's fun to watch.
How about that other one? That one that just happened, the Jorge Masvidal League or whatever, where there was bare knuckle MMA.
Yeah, fucking Junior Dos Santos and Verdum were juiced to the gills.
His eyelid was like ripped open right here.
Yeah, his eye was so bad, bro. That's just crazy though. The MMA like just bare knuckle. It's like wow.
That shit was dope. See, I like that. See, I fuck with it. Now you're talking. Respect that. But yeah, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Thank you for having me again.
Welcome back, awesome. UFC Noche. We had to bring out all the La Razas.
The true Mexican. We had to bring them on.
Oh man, peace.